Good morning from Winton Motor Raceway. It is Hyundai N Festival. My name is Luke Winton and I'm your host this weekend as we're going to show you everything about the festival this weekend. Over 500 enthusiasts are going to be here. On track, off track, everything is going to be covered and there's going to be lots more for you to see and do. Everybody's starting to roll in here for day one of Hyundai N Festival. So many great cars, so excited to see everybody here at Winton Motor Raceway.
Yeah! N Festival 2025! Woo!
It is day one N Festival. I am fresh off the plane from another country last night. Cruised in, got a Melbourne coffee. Got two of them actually. I got one normal and then one for the road with your oatmeal. Rocked up late and then was in the car the whole day. I haven't had lunch. Have you had lunch?
Yeah, I didn't have breakfast, but I had lunch.
Just worked harder. Just worked harder.
A bit slower, yeah. And if I put ESC on sport, it'll slow us down a bit because it'll grab and want to straighten us up. Okay, yeah.
Oh, this guy's a psycho, man. It's just so good. I'm like, this thing's on road tires. I don't know how he does some of the stuff that he was doing out there. It's just so much fun.
We passed a few cars, so it was really good. We're in a good group. Made me look good.
Yeah, it was great fun. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Hey guys, Dave's Manny here in my i20N. This is my first N Fest. I'm in my i20N that I've had for over 12 months here, having an absolute blast.
Hi, I'm James, just here to enjoy the N Festival. This is my actually first one, even though I've had the car 3 years now. In that time, I've actually done a fair bit to the car. I've had the thing lowered, I've had the thing tuned, bigger brakes. I definitely get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's got so much power, economical as well. That's why I love my N. It's fantastic.
Hi, so my name's Pete Jolly and this is Buchan show, and we're from R&D in Namyang in Korea for Hyundai. We're probably a team of about 150 engineers and we look after all of the N vehicles. So we're here this weekend to look at the 6N and talk about the car. This is a P2 prototype we've shipped over particularly for this event. And you know, my own favourite feature is the new NE shift, which is particularly good, and then the rear swan wing on the back for the exterior looks amazing. So hopefully you'll get to see the car, and maybe in the coming months there's more opportunity for you to drive the car.
I like it a lot. I don't know if I can convince the wife, but I could try. No, look, I think it's really nice.
It's been really good, yeah. Been waiting 12 months for this day, so the weather's turned it on, which is just fantastic. And we've got 2 more days of it, so I can't wait. I've spent the whole day at the track, done many passionate laps and driven all the variety of the N models, and they've gone perfectly. So everyone's smiling. It's near the end of the day now, and the instructors are looking to do some extra laps.
It's the last on-track session of Friday here at Winton Motor Raceway. N Festival. It's really rolling now. Lots more to do, lots more to see. We'll see everyone for Saturday and for Sunday. I've had a lot of fun. We hope you have too. Well, we're done at Winton Motor Raceway, but we're here in Wangaratta at Apex Park. I'm with Daniel, N Performance Club Owners of Australia. What are we doing here? There's lots of people around. There's lots of ends here on display. Tell us what we're doing.
We came off track, and look, there wasn't anything planned for this tonight, and we decided to put on an Community BBQ. We picked a charity, Hyundai Help for Kids, to raise money to donate and help out the Hyundai Help for Kids charity. We put on a pretty big spread of barbecue here. All the owners, so we've got over 100 cars. We've got 180 people turn up. Food's still going. Barbecue, volunteers everywhere, and it's just the whole community just coming together, enjoying each other's company. We do this once a year, and look, an extra night together, no one's complaining.
Absolutely, it's terrific to see. And there's also some things for auction here. Can you tell us a little bit about that? That's also going to charity, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got part of the community. We've got businesses, as well as our very own Josh Buchan, who's graciously delivered one of his replica signed helmets for auction. Part of the auction is to drive, a bit of value back into the charity. We've got a raffle going as well, just pre-sale kind of raffle. We've already hit $1,300, and we've sold out almost 5-6 books of raffles just for bits of merchandise that have been donated. We've got heaps of prizes going on, and everyone's just excited and really happy.
Fantastic, Daniel. Thanks so much. I'm off to put a bid on. The sun's risen here at Winton Motor Raceway. It's Saturday of Hyundai N Festival. Lots to see and do, of course, here today. We've got our N models all lined up here on the skid pan. Of course, the IONIQ 6N, the beautiful IONIQ 6N. It's here with us. Big group photo, it's coming. We are so excited to get everybody here. If you can see behind me, maybe not, the big N logo painted here on the skid pan. We're going to cover it with N model Hyundais. Very exciting. This is the N Drive meet on Saturday at Hyundai N Festival. We're off to Yakandanda, we're off to see Beechworth and all the beautiful parts of the northeast that it has to offer. We're going to leave here at about 9:15. We'll be back here for lunch and the parade lap that we'll all get to drive around Winton Motor Raceway. Lots to see and do here. We're going to enjoy those roads.
The top fell off, but still tastes delicious.
What a cruise it was. Thank you so much for putting this on.
One of the most important people here at Hyundai N Festival is John Boston. Boz, great to have you and your company involved in such a special event for so many enthusiasts.
Mate, it's fantastic to be involved, and obviously the 7th edition now, and I just can't believe it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger every year. So there's a team of 15 of us down here for the 3 days, and it's nearly turned into a week of special ends, obviously, for the week. So yeah, it's great.
There's so many things that people can do when they sign up for Hyundai N Festival. There's of course the track days that are going around now. We've got our roll and racing this evening. Are there any ideas in your head that we might be able to add to things next year? I know there's lots of things in my head that we could do.
Oh, look, obviously, you know, we're always trying to think outside the square and push the brand, and it's good just to see people coming back and doing it again and again. But, you know, the whole idea is some people are doing it for the very first time. I think 60 or 70% of the people are first timers, which is awesome, and it just shows you how popular the brand is. So obviously we've got lots of skid van action, as you said, roll and racing. There's people doing drives out on the roads, and we've got test drives and hot lap winners, and whatever else we can think of, we'll try and do.
Thanks for your work, amazing stuff. Plenty more to come at Hyundai N Festival. We're in the N merchandise stand. Looking behind me, what an array of products that you can come and purchase. There's plenty of favourites, of course. You saw the teddy bears on our social media earlier today, stubby holders, playing cards, everything, but my favourites come across here. I've seen many of these brake pads be worn throughout the weekend, fitted by those in our N-Tech garage, and I've never seen this before. A performance blue Stillo. Look at that. Beautiful colour with the N logo on the back.
So I'm Chris Andrew, and I'm the MX5 Club champion back in Sydney. I've had this since '09, and I was invited by Daniel to do the Nvy Sessions here at N Fest. Yeah, it's my first N Fest, and it's my first time here at Winton Raceway. Being on track as a passenger was absolutely thrilling. The track is so fast and so flowing, and I've just been eager to jump in my car. So to finally do it and have the experience that try chase other N cars have been fantastic. Oh, it's very generous of Pioneer to invite other manufacturers here. I'm a little bit jealous of the M cars because they're so quick in the straight. I just cannot keep up. So when I can afford an i20N, I'm definitely going to grab one. So yeah, it's an amazing concept and great for Pioneer.
John, it's your first N Festival, you're in your partner's car, i30 and hatch. I just took you out in the same car. We obviously have a better tyre on it, but what were your impressions of the car from the passenger seat this time?
Mate, absolutely unbelievable. Obviously done one track session, so 2 sessions in the wife's car, and the feedback that you get from the car, absolutely amazing. With you as a driver, just shows you what the car can actually do, like on the limit, and it still seems really planted, really firmly planted on the track. It's a pleasure to be in the passenger seat.
That's good, nailed it. We obviously host events all over the country. You were saying that being sort of Victoria based, the Bend, Sydney, you might join us for another one?
Yeah, look, most definitely. Sydney is obviously great track as well. Tail and Bend, great track, great facilities out there as well. And obviously the event is amazing, just the following, and everyone's here for the right reason, and the same reason is just to have a bit of fun, and everyone shares a common interest, so it's really good. Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Well, mate, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.
Attending N Festival.
N Festival.
The track's all quiet now. That's because we've crossed the finish line of our track days element of N Festival here on Saturday. But the action doesn't conclude there. We have a meet and greet in the function centre here, but also roll-and racing. That's one of my favourite parts of the weekend, where you can go head to head with your friends and your other mates who also have N models. Great day, lots more to come though. We'll see you soon.
Brendan, and thank you to everybody who's here. So we're going to start and basically go across the panel here. Start with Mr. Cho, who I was speaking to him before, and he's going to be straight on a flight home to Korea very quickly after. There's no time for Australian sightseeing, but what have your impressions been of N Festival here in Australia? It's a big event for us.
Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah, I work for I work at Namyang headquarters from in Korea with kids. Yeah, I had a great time here for 2 days. I saw many things here. It was great. Now I understand what's going on here in Australia. I think this N Festival is very unique, thanks to the Australian and owners. And they have an enthusiasm, and they love to share sharing with others. And I think this N Festival could serve as a kind of global role model for the entire N brand. That is what I'm thinking.
I was unsure about this, but they sent me to the Nürburgring to do my license. So I had 1,500 kilometers in an i30N, 70 laps I think. So i30N, because that car saved me so many times. Yeah, it's the i30N.
I reckon mine's just a twist in itself, but of course I was only just old enough to start driving when all of this Hyundai stuff happened. So I've got a company car, i20N. So I've never owned a car, but I've got a company car. So what a jerk. How good would that be? Don't get in high school. Sorry, it's my company car. Jeez. Mine was a two-door Mercedes Turbo. So what? You talking about the company cars? It was a Vito van.
Okay, alright, that's okay.
And I bought it. I paid $3.5 grand for it. It was up for $7. And on the track it just wants to play and be sideways, even though you probably think we're intentionally throwing it. Yeah, half the time we're not. It just wants to do that. And it's amazing at it. So. The 5N is safer when you're out of control. Don't try this, please. But it's safer when you're having moments constantly, because it's, carry on. Yeah. I don't want to teach you guys how to go and crash a 5N tomorrow, because we've written off plenty of them. So.
Cars are starting to arrive for our show and shine on Sunday at Hyundai N Festival. I want to go over and meet one of them, Glenn, who's come all the way from Queensland. Talk about effort. That's real passion from our enthusiasts. Glenn, it's a bit of a wet morning this morning, cleaning things up. Best presented. What is your category this morning?
It is best presented, yeah. So I was at the car wash last night and then it started to rain, unfortunately. But look, this is my third N Fest. And this is the first time in show and shine. I actually entered pretty late because I had nothing else on to do today. So I thought, yeah, why not? So big drive from Queensland, but I actually love this so much that I was committed to do the 3,400 kilometre drive or what in round trip. So yeah.
And the passion that you have for your N and all the other enthusiasts that are about here at N Festival, that's probably the reason why you come so far, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Like I did Sydney in 2023, Morgan Park last year, and I've met a lot of friends out of it and a lot of people. And I think that's motivation itself. I'm actually here for the people. It's good to be on the track. It's good to do the end drive day. But I love just meeting fellow people that have got a similar car and the passion that everyone shares. I mean, it's like a cliche that everyone says. So, yes, that's what I love about it the most, is just the community. Not so much the track, because I'm not that fast on the track. So, yeah.
Very good, Glenn. Thank you so much. Plenty of things still to happen on Sunday at N Festival. We've got our drive to Yakandanda. We've got our show and shine, of course. You can see more cars in behind us. So much more to do. Last day, N Festival.
Action's hotting up. Had to take off my end vest. The sun's out, but how good's the reflection off the tarmac? Bit of water. So yeah, there's going to be some pretty trick photos today, and there's some really cool cars rolling in, so I'm excited.
The last cars are rolling through to our show and shine. I'm with Tom, who's on the wrong side of the fence. Let's be honest, he's got Lando Norris all over his car. Obviously a big fan, Tom. Tell us why Lando and not our friend Oscar.
Well, I think it just goes back to, my first ever race I went to was Lando's first race in F1. So, sort of began following him from there. And then, Daniel came along to McLaren as well. So then it sort of grew as a team thing. And then, Oscar stole Daniel's seat. So a little bit of angst there, but, just very much Team Lando and just enjoying him take over the championship. So it's really good to see.
Now tell us about your i30N hatch. Some nice mods to it. I see the yellow accents that are through it. What have you done to it, and what might you want to do in the future to it?
Yeah, just the yellow accent so far, mid-pipe, cold air intake. Future plans, maybe lower it somewhat, or a bit of lip kit here and there. Some ambient lighting wouldn't go astray as well. But yeah, pretty happy with how she is at the moment. Just, enjoy driving it.
Yeah. And definitely a chance to take out one of the prizes here at our show and shine. N Festival, day 3, it's continuing. Winner of the best number plate here at N Festival in 2025 is Manny, the beautiful Korean barbecue. Tell us the story behind it. It's got you a nice helmet.
Yeah, so it was essentially my old manager actually suggested. I just bought the car and was looking at different plate ideas. He suggested Korean barbecue, checked on the Vic Roads website and it was available, so instantly purchased it, and yeah.
So presenting you the helmet was Mr. Jolly and Mr. Cho.
Yes.
A great prize. Amazing that Hyundai in Australia can do such a thing for the enthusiasts.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. This whole weekend I've just been blown away by the whole thing, to be honest. It's just absolutely incredible, and this is just astounding. So it'll go well with the track days, which I've recently started getting into. So yeah, very good.
And I must ask, do you have a favourite when you go to a Korean barbecue?
Honestly, probably not. I don't actually. I just a bit of everything, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Plenty more prize winners across the next few hours at N Festival. More prizes here at N Festival. Best modified goes to this red Kona, but there's more to it than just that. Aaron is going to tell us the story about it. So much work has gone on just to get it here to N Festival.
Yes, lots. Months and months of work to get it to where it is after we had just some issues with it. So yeah, lots of work, especially through Sheepy's Garage. And yeah, it's great that it's now working here. It's the best it's been working in the past 2 years, so we are extremely happy with it, and it's doing laps wonderfully.
Yeah. And Storm, you were telling me that now you've got confidence in the car. You've made these huge changes to the gearbox and stuff, but now it's working really well.
Yeah, with the DCT and having the problems over the last 2 years since we hit the Kangaroo, I've had zero confidence, and myself and the car. And today I'm out there doing some of the best driving I've done since NFest 2022.
And Harrison, you've done a lot of the work in modifying this car, and with modified cars, it's tricky. Sometimes things work perfectly, sometimes things don't. But that's part of the challenge with modifying cars. What were some of those big challenges?
Look, this one was a good fun one. They were having, obviously, as I said, loads of trouble. So when we both looked at each other and went, should we try manual? We thought it would be a very easy idea at the time. It wasn't, but it was good fun. It was painful. I know Jaden, who works for me, that he'd probably got a lot of lost nights of sleep, but we got it done. So it's got an i30N hatch, same as a sedan or Elantra N, as people would know it, manual gearbox, and it works. Everything works. N mode works. Rev matching, stability control. So it drives like an N. It's got the pops and bangs. So it's so much fun. Yeah. I mean, they're getting to enjoy it, which is awesome. The ultimate is they're enjoying their car. That's all I care about. So it's good.
Great projects. Best modified here at N Festival 2025 at Winton Raceway. If you've seen it over the weekend on the track, share the photos with us. We want to see it. Great things happening here all across N Festival. We're standing behind the best presented car at N Festival here at Winton Motor Raceway. What a pretty machine. Jordan is the owner of this car. Congratulations, Jordan. There's a new Stillo helmet that's yours.
Yes, it's very good. Very happy to be here and pretty stoked about winning.
Tell me about this car. To present a car so well, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy, and especially these teal decals across the side and down everywhere in the car. What's the story behind that?
Just wanted to be different to everyone else, and I thought teal would be a good colour, and it makes the car really pop, especially driving around and being here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went with this and took a lot of hours to get it all done, but we managed to get it all done in time.
Yeah.
And pretty stoked with it all.
Yeah.
And happy.
And I see you've done the Hyundai Help for Kids parade lap, which was yesterday. How did that go? Get some track time around Winton Motor Raceway?
I've never been on track before. It was my first time, and I really enjoyed it. And hopefully we get this car back out again and do tracks more time. So yeah, happy.
We'll see you at N Festival next year. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you, everyone.
We're on the drive route again today, so just doing sign on here. Drivers meeting will be at 9 o'clock very soon, and then we're going to go on an awesome drive up through the mountains to Yakandanda. So I've got one of the best co-drivers in the country, Stace, with me, so I'm just going to cruise along and listen to all the crackles and pops behind me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to hit the bakery when we get there.
Hi, my name's Dale. This is my Kona N Kimchi. I've had it for about 4 years, so actually 4 years yesterday. We've just been out for the drive meet out to Yakandanda. Some challenging driving, some nice twisties, good fun, good friends. We stopped for about half an hour, had time to go and get some food from the bakery, and then back into the driving and back here. The rest of the afternoon is just going to be chilling out and enjoying the final few hours of N Fest. Sad to see it coming to an end, but all great things must finally close. Until next year.
We've made our way across to the skid pan where the Motorkhana is happening behind us. A little bit of a break in N cars that are coming through here, but I've got Ben with me. Ben, what's one thing that you're going to teach everybody how to do on his Motorkhana
Today
track?
we're working on car control, balance transfer, and getting the weight on the front of the car to turn it right in and actually show the customers how good these cars perform.
You might be able to see behind us, there's a couple of sprinklers on as well. How does that change things when cars are going around?
The balance is completely disrupted at that point, and that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to show these customers how good these cars are and how they react into the wet conditions, then coming back into dry.
Plenty of fun across here at the skid pan. We're here with Phil and his Hyundai i30N hatch. How's the weekend been?
Mostly up, a little bit of down. You know, traffic sometimes gets the better of you, and I let the frustration of traffic get a bit too much earlier on today. So had to switch over to my street tyres again because of that. So my times this afternoon are a bit slower than I was hoping for. But all in all, it's been a great week. The instructors have been incredible. And that's been so many tips for me to go home and learn. So the instructor kind of thing, most sessions I've had someone teach me something new that's been awesome to focus on.
Yeah. Has there been one thing in particular that you think will help you become a faster and a safer driver moving forward?
Yeah, this weekend this week's the first time I've actually used road slicks or semi-slicks, and my times were so much faster, like 4 to 5. 6 seconds sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely worth the investment in some track tyres. I reckon that's kind of the next thing to go.
Yeah.
Other than that, my car's stock, you know. Yeah.
And it looks fantastic too. Will we see you next year at Hyundai N Festival?
Depends on what I got going on work-wise. I missed last year because I had some important work, but I'd love to come next year. If I don't have the couple of big things I need to do every year, then I'll definitely be there, yeah.
We hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
At the conclusion of N Festival for 2025, there's been so much fun had on track and off track. There's so many highlights. We have to go and ask some of our ambassadors here what some of theirs have been for the weekend. Ryan, do you have one for us straight off the bat?
Oh, well, look, the weather's been pretty good, I reckon. I know it can get a bit different. It seems like every time I come to Winton, though, I bring the weather from the Gold Coast with me. So I think the weather's good. Everyone's enjoyed the weekend so far. No off-track excursions. Well, none that have been bad, so I think everyone's happy.
Yeah, a little bit of sunburn across the crowd that I've seen over the last couple of days. Tabitha, your highlight?
Yeah, so it's just been such an amazing event. I think my highlight overall is the community. I mean, what an amazing event, and they've welcomed me so well for my first go.
Yeah. And Bailey, so many laps in all of the i20Ns, the i30Ns, the sedans, the hatches. Has the driving on track been your favourite?
Yeah, for sure. Driving around, these cars are awesome around this place. But yeah, seeing some familiar faces and some new faces, taking them for some hot laps. So yeah, it was a good day, good weekend.
Fantastic. Josh, you've come off Macau. What's Winton like? I know it's not quite like Macau, but you've done lots of laps here. Maybe the IONIQ 5N is your favourite?
Oh, don't sell the venue short, mate. Macau and Winton share many similarities. One is not the flyers, however. The flyers for N Festival this year have been horrific, some of the worst all time. But no, the on-track action's been excellent. The IONIQ 5N's been pounding around all day. We've had 3 of them, I believe. We've burnt the back tyres off all of them probably 4 or 5 times over, and that's always a good day in sport for me.
And of course, we've had the prototype IONIQ 6N that's been here this weekend. Brendan, what's been your highlight throughout this weekend?
Being the rally driver, I took charge in the N drive, so did that Saturday till 2 o'clock and again on the Sunday. So that was really good fun. We took some country road drives up to Yakandanda, through Beechworth, back to the track, and then I've spent the afternoon here driving i30s, i20s, IONIQ 5s. So it's been awesome. Everyone's smiling, having a great time. And we're already saying let's take next year back to SMP because Josh and I are really keen.
That's it. Brendo's nailed it. Smiles all across the weekend. N Festival at Winton, it's done. We're over. We'll see you all next year.